Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? I'm back again. I'm doing another live stream just before I end my day today, and it is on the University of Hawaii men's basketball's last road game, which was actually today, which was actually on President's Day. And as a result, the University of Hawaii came through with two pivotal road wins to help them out in conference play. They're now at 20 wins this season for the first time since the 2015-16 season. And they're now 11-5 in conference to better their record from last year. And they ended up coming through with this win 61-50 over the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunners. And I can see somebody's in here, and I'm not going to say hi to him. But anyway, I was very, very pleased that the University of Hawaii was able to come through with this win. Did I think we were going to win? Yes. But I knew we had to play well, and we did. As a result, UH wins 61-50. Now, obviously, UH got some big help from the bench in the Bakersfield game because Justus Jackson ended up leading the way with 16 points, and he had 4 triples made in that game. And that was a big surprise to me because two of our main scorers, Noel Coleman and Bernardo da Silva, did not score at all in that game. And that took me by surprise as well, because I obviously thought that either one of those two were going to lead us in that game. And unfortunately, neither one of them scored. Instead, it was Justus Jackson who led. But the guy who carried the flag in the first half was JoVon McClanahan. And McClanahan actually broke double figures in that first half. He had 12. That included a half-court heave, which went in, believe it or not, and put UH up 28-24 after the first half. And UH did really well. And did they succumb to a slow start? No. Did they succumb to a significant cold streak? No. They did not do either one on either of the road games. And I think they're making a lot of leaps and bounds here. And if I'm a betting man right now, I would say that this road trip was the best I've seen UH look since the start of the season. And on top of all that, Bakersfield, they won 4 of their last 5 games. And look what we did. We held them to a conference low 50 points, as HawaiiAthletics.com reports. I can see that Austin Bytel left a message there, which I did not respond to. Even leaving a silly message in there. But anyway, I was very, very pleased that UH was able to come through and prove that they're a competent squad. Because, and I say competent because if you look at what happened against Cal State Fullerton, they were held to just 4 field goals in the first half, and they missed a lot of shots. And then they came back towards the end, and Samuta Avea's last-second heave did not go. They had 3 chances, and neither one of them worked. And the same thing happened against Long Beach State. I mean, they had a similar thing happen against Long Beach State because they actually had a chance to tie it off of Jadon Jones' heave from half court, which almost went, but it ended up dancing out. Here, Bakersfield didn't really stand a chance once we got out front. And then once we started hitting our threes in the first half, everything started falling into place. And when we came out to a good enough lead, we were able to come through and win this one convincingly. Now, do I think we had a complete 40 minute? We earned a complete 40 minutes? Yes, for the second time, actually. And I say second time. Why? Because I thought we had a complete 40 minutes at Riverside, believe it or not. Because in that game against Riverside, we ended up leading just about wire to wire. But when we lost the lead briefly in the second half, the University of Hawaii quickly took it back, which put Riverside out of sorts just enough to be able to hold on for the win. And we were able to pull out to a double-digit lead. And even though Riverside came back, they made multiple runs at us, we were ready for them. So that's why I do believe that we had a complete game at Riverside. And I thought we did even better against Cal State Bakersfield. We were able to pull away, and thanks to help from the bench, with Noel Coleman and Bernardo da Silva having bad nights, eventually not even scoring, Jackson came through with four key triples. Beyond Riley had some good energy, and even a lob to Morsek. And Morsek had 3 points that night, but they were hard-earned points, let me tell you. So I thought the Bakersfield game was a complete 40 minutes. And they even did that without the services of Kody Williams. He was unavailable due to a shot to the mouth in the Bakersfield game. Or no, not the Bakersfield, but Long Beach State, which we ended up winning 70-67. But of course, in that game, we really had to hold on for dear life, especially when Long Beach State managed to almost eat away a 14-point lead. They ended up tying it up, but JoVon McClanahan came to the rescue with a key layup with a minute to go. And here, it was pretty much over once UH scored 7 unanswered after Bakersfield cut it to a single point with 9:33 to go. So obviously both games get an A from me. Did I think, and like I said, I thought we would win this, and I do think we got a complete 40 minutes on top of that. And I'm not going to lie, I actually thought we got about 37, 38 minutes against Long Beach State. And they're a damn good team, let me tell you. And Bakersfield, they may be shorthanded, but they're sure as hell not short on energy. Because if you saw what happened in the home game against us, they managed to eat away at a big lead that we built after the first half, but we were able to hold on. So now we return home third and UC Irvine on the 25th, which is senior night. And we will bid aloha to Kamaka Hepa and Samuta Avea. Do I think we'll win those games? Yes, because we do have the crowd on our side here. And hopefully that we play well, because we definitely need a lot of help from our starters, and we need a lot of help from the bench as well. But what was one of the best plays of all is the fact that for the University of Hawaii was the fact that JoVon McClanahan, besides that lob from Morsek, just before the end of the first half, JoVon McClanahan had a mid-court heave, which went. And that pretty much gave the Bows a lot of momentum towards the end. I was very, very happy that they were able to do that, because we needed that. Because we needed that, for momentum purposes. And I guarantee that if that didn't go, which maybe 9 times out of 10 it wouldn't have, we may not have been able to pull a big lead or even carry that momentum into the second half. So obviously we have 2 home games left and 2 on the road. But obviously these videos will not stop. I will be doing some games. I will be doing some recaps of the University of Hawaii softball team later this year. I do plan to go to some games as well. I believe they're open to the public because you don't need any tickets there. But anyway, anyway, as far as basketball is concerned, am I glad the season is coming to an end? Yes and no. I mean, obviously we've had our troubles with guys not available from the bench. Obviously we've had to scrap and claw and fight back into some wins, and we definitely had to win them the hard way. But I'm very glad that we're able to stay in the top half, because we're currently 4th right now because UC Riverside ended up winning today. I hope that we can get to 2nd. They were picked to finish 2nd in the conference this season. I would have picked them to finish 2nd as well. And they certainly proved me wrong on top of that. So that was a big help there. So for now, we'll wait and see what happens in these final 2 games. So, all right, guys, that's it. Malama Pono, everyone.